course one, lesson 8 already is going to be telling us about perimeter. Perimeter is around. It's all about that word, around. Let's look at this room here, okay? If in this room, what do we mean by its perimeter? Describing perimeter of a room would mean how far, distance around the room. So area someday is going to be, if I want to describe how, many feet squared of carpet I've got inside, area fills the space. Area fills a two-dimensional space. But perimeter goes around. That's what perimeter describes. It's distance around. So sometimes my shorthand in my notes is perimeter is distance around, like that I might say. That's perimeter. And the formula for perimeter is just adding all the sides. So if it's a square, it's going to be 4 times one side. And if it's, a rectangle, that might be 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, because 2 sides are going to be, each pair is going to be the same length. So you just add up your total number of sides. I like this picture quite a bit because it shows a realistic room. These mean doors in architectural drawings, and not worrying so much about this here. Let's just use their numbers here, here. They're all nice even foot numbers to describe what's the perimeter of the room. How many sides will we need added up in the final answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are any of the exact same that we know? Individually, not so much. These two happen to be. So this is a square room here, this bathroom, but we only know that because they wrote it here. Now, something that is interesting, we know 18 has to add up to the same thing as these two sides. You can save yourself time. If you're following what I'm saying, just do 18 plus 18, 31 plus 31. And that's going to get you your answer. That's maybe next level stuff right there. Let's keep it simple and just try adding up all the sides. 21 feet right here. Maybe I cross off on my drawing, plus 18 feet plus 31 plus 10. It's 10 again, square bathroom, and 8, and that's why I cross off, so I know I'm at the end. The perimeter will be all the sides added up. 4, 7, 8, 98 feet, I think. What's being described? If we said carpet's like area, what's being described when we describe perimeter? Well, it could be like the walls that go around, that line the outside. It could be wallpaper. It could be any paint. I guess kind of paint. Or how about trim that you put at the bottom of the wall? Right? If you measured how many feet long was the trim, if you laid it all the way out, the long way, it would come to 98. 98 feet would wrap all the way around this room. Perimeter. Okay? Now, let's take a look at what the book has for us. You can walk the perimeter of your classroom, starting at a point along the wall and then staying close to the wall, eventually getting back to that spot. You could actually measure area in steps. Okay? But normally we'll measure it inches or maybe feet, or centimeters, meters, because then it's always the same. Even feet and steps can differ depending on people. So a perimeter of this shape is not 2 times 3. It's 3 times 2 plus 2 times 2. Or I have a 3 and a 3 and a 2 and a 2. Right? You can't really maybe see it, but this is really 3. And this is 2. So you add up 3, 2, 3, 2, and you get 10 for a perimeter. How about triangles? We haven't done any triangles yet. Well, the really no difference in formulas. You just add up your sides, 30 plus 30 plus 20, making sure that we stay consistent with our measure, millimeters. That's 80 millimeters, or 8 centimeters. This one's all centimeters, so we just follow 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or just 4 times 5, because we see it's a square. 4 times side is a square's perimeter. Looks like that already takes us to some lesson practice, so pick 2 from the first group and 2 from the last group, D through H. So you'll do 4 total, please.